I'm in Shenandoah National Park, and this is Jenkins Gap, mile marker 12. Here's the parking lot. Quite a few people here today. Today's Saturday. Yep, there it is. My little red car. And I'm going to head over here and to that trailhead marker and go down here and get on the Appalachian Trail and hike north up to the summit of Compton Mountain, Compton Peak. There's supposed to be a couple of overlooks up there. It's not a real long hike, so I'm hoping to get done before it gets too hot today. It's going to be a hot day today, over 90 degrees, so try and get it in before it gets too hot. The elevation here is 2350. 1/10 of a mile into my hike, and here's the intersection with the Appalachian Trail. There's the marker, and there's the AT heading to the south. And we're gonna go this way along the AT, heading north towards Compton Peak. One mile into my hike, I'm up to 2760 elevation, and I stepped off the trail, found this really nice cleared out camp spot. Look at this. Real nice. And if you want to be a little more stealthy about it, I see a trail that heads down the west side of the mountain down that way. So there might be some more camping down there. The Appalachian Trail is right over there. This is pretty close to the AT. And then that little trail, there's the connector. Looks like, uh-oh, look at that. Oh dear. Somebody's been building fires up here. That's a no-no. So I'll mark this on my map. This is a real nice spot. It's level. It's cleared out. It's even got some trees here if you wanted to do a hammock thing. I mean, you could go around that big honking tree and over to this one, or you could go between a couple of smaller ones like that one over there and diagonal over to that little tree. So lots of nice possibilities here. Still climbing the mountain on the Appalachian Trail. Right here next to the trail is a tulip poplar tree. This was a fairly small one. These things get really, really big. Don't know if the leaves will show up, but they look kind of like maple leaves, only the points on them are a lot broader. And down here are some of the blooms. There's one that came off recently, right there. 1.5 miles into my hike, I'm up to 2880, and out of breath. There's where I came from, up the Appalachian Trail. And when you get up here to the top, there's a four-way intersection here, and you can go to the right and there's an overlook that way, and you can go to the left and there's an overlook over this way. So I'm going to go both places. I'm going to start here at the left because this takes me up to the true summit, and then beyond that out to the overlook. .5 miles into my hike, I'm up to the true summit of Compton Peak. There's nothing to see here because it's all treed in. That's where I came from, and completely overgrown. You might be able to see something up here in the wintertime. So the elevation here is 2909. Looked it up on the topo map. I'm going to keep heading this way over to the overlook. Just stepped off the trail because I saw a little path coming back here. Look at this. Here's another little camp spot. This is real close to the overlook. I guess they call it the west overlook. Pretty nice. I'll mark this one. It's pretty flat right there. Over here is rocky, but they got trees and stuff if you want to do a like a hammock. You got stuff to sit on over here, and here's a trail heading back down to the main blue blazed path. I'm almost to the overlook now. Okay, so this is the west side overlook. Okay, well, I'm back to the four-way intersection. I'm going to head over this way and check out the other overlook. It's about 1/10 of a mile or so. .2 miles into my hike, I'm down to 2730, and I'm standing on top of a huge rock formation. This is the other overlook. You might be able to get some shots here in the winter, but there really isn't much to see here in the summer. It's all grown up. But this is a huge rock formation. Down there's the trail. So you have to climb up here to get up here. I'll take a few stills, but not a whole lot to see here this time of the year. Okay, well, way up there is the top of the huge rock formation I was telling you about. I came down here to get some still pictures of this. People come from far and wide to look at this rock formation here down near the base. It's called columnar jointing, and I have no idea what causes it. Obviously, the conditions when these rocks were formed, which they say was about between 500 and 600 million years ago, the conditions were just right to form these like crystals of rock. They're pretty big. Some of them are a couple feet across. And you start seeing it down here near the bottom. I'll take some still pictures. This is a map of today's hike. The quadrangle name is Chester Gap, 1994, and I hiked a stretch of the Appalachian Trail from Jenkins Gap north to Compton Peak. This red line is Skyline Drive, and you come right here to Jenkins Gap. This is mile marker 12, and you park your car right about here. There's a turn off to the right. If you're coming down from the north, there's a turn off to the right here, and there's a nice parking lot there. Park your car there and look for the trailhead marker. Come down just a short distance and you'll intersect the Appalachian Trail right here. This is the Appalachian Trail. Turn right and hike north on the Appalachian Trail. It's flat for a real brief section, then you start climbing the mountain. Now when I got up here to this big sweeping turn, over here to the left was a real nice camp spot. I showed pictures of that. Then you continue on up to a four-way intersection right here. Now this is near the summit but not the true summit, and you can go either left over here to what they call the West Overlook, or you can go right to what they call the East Overlook. So I went to the left and headed towards this Western Overlook. Right here is the true summit, but it's all treed in, so there's nothing to see there. Then you start descending some, and when you get almost to the overlook, over here on the left, there's a little trail that heads back to another nice camping spot right there. Then I went down to this overlook. Now this is the better of the two overlooks. This overlook, you have about almost 180 degree panoramic view. Real nice view from up there. Then back to the four-way intersection, and then down this side of the mountain to a large rock formation down here. And I'll try and include a little information in my video. There's not much to see here in terms of a view, but if you take a little trail around down to the base of this and look at the bottom of it, you'll see what geologists call columnar jointing, which is the rocks when they were formed and cooled millions of years ago, they froze into this crystallar pattern. Pretty unusual looking. Then back to here, and then back down to my car. So this was just a straight hike on the Appalachian Trail. It's too late in the season to do any more bushwhacking, but I've got more bushwhacking hikes planned for this winter. It turned out to be almost 4 miles and 888 feet of ascent. And that was the hike for today.